How to speak to spark attraction. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So a couple of weeks ago, I put out a survey, and one of the questions that I put out was, I said, do you have problems having conversations with women, long conversations with women? And this was one of the questions that got the most votes. The first, and actually, the question that got the most votes was approaching women. And the second question on the list was having conversation with women. A lot of guys was like, hey, I don't know what to say. And even if I do get in a conversation with a woman, I run out of words. So how do I get past this? How do I have conversations with women that it doesn't feel like I'm pulling teeth? It feels real? How do I be comfortable in situations like this? So, when I'm talking to people, I ask a lot of questions. That's what I usually do. And I try to get to the bottom of what they want to do. See, everybody wants to do something. Everyone wants to do something in life. Everyone wants to do something that they probably never done before, but most people don't know how to do it, where to start from, and even if they know how to do it, they don't want to put the work in. So I just talk about stuff like that. And I talk about stuff that's relevant to them. I talk about stuff that's going on in the environment. I could be at a bookstore. Someone might be reading a book. And I'll be like, hey, how do you like that book so far? And 9 times out of 10, if they like that book, they're going to start rattling off what they like about it, if she's attracted to me. Now, if she ain't attracted to you, or she don't want to talk to you, you might not get a lot of feedback. And if that's fine, just keep it pushing, And, I don't really invent anything. What I don't do is I try not to follow anybody. I don't like to repeat the same stuff over and over that people have been hearing since 1987. In my first paperback book, I use what I call bait and hook. So you got to look at it like a fishing line. If you throw out a fishing line with bait, you're going to hook a fish eventually. So that's why I call it bait and hook. And so for this purpose, the bait would be words. The bait would be message. The message that I'm spitting out there. And if I spit the right message out there, if I put the right words out there, the right woman is going to bite. That's why I call it bait and hook. But I do this all the time. I don't make up anything. I never run out of stuff to say. And see, you have to always keep in mind, the more she's talking, the more I'm listening. And I'm trying to find things that we can relate to. Because the more you can relate to someone, the more y'all have in common, the more y'all will connect. And see, women, the more women can connect to you, the more of a bond she will feel towards you. That's usually how that works. Now, for us guys, we're a little different. We have to actually hit it to have a strong connection with a woman. But women, no. Women, they just have to talk and connect and have things in common. And then that's where she'll feel like, hey, this guy really gets me, he understands me. And if you consistently keep doing this, if she consistently keeps feeling like she has a bond with you, a connection with you, eventually she's going to want you to get between her legs. That's how that is. You know, eventually it's gonna happen if you consistently do this over and over again. How long is it gonna take? I don't know. Could be a couple of days, could be the next day, could be first night, could be 2 weeks, a month. I don't know. Depends on who you are, how much time you put into it, how much, you know, it's a lot of different things that comes into play. But eventually, this is usually how it works. Because scientifically speaking, her body reacts to, you know, is reacting towards what you are doing to her internally. See, it's much, and this is why a lot of women will say something like, man, I lost control. I do things that I don't normally do. It's because this is it's much bigger than her. It's you can't really attraction is not really a choice. You know, it is what it is. Even if she's going to respond to your manhood, or she's going to respond to your raw attraction, or she's not. And this doesn't have anything with this doesn't have anything to do with laws and public policy, none of that stuff. This just has to do with this the yin and the yang. This is just science. That's all this is. So this is why sometimes, you know, there's you got to sweet max some women. You don't have to be overly aggressive all the time. You just have to speak to them in such a way where it's so unique that she ain't never talked to nobody like you before. And pimps do this. Well, there ain't too many pimps left, but pimps, when you see a pimp with a stable of women, 9 times out of 10 he has a certain way of talking, certain lingo, the way he interact with women. A lot of pimps used to talk in riddles. You know, they talk like, you know, they rhyme, and the word play is fantastic. You know, a lot of women ain't never heard nobody talk like that before. So I talk like that sometimes. You know, but a lot of women don't hear guys talk like that. That's very unique way of speaking. And that's very attractive because most guys are just talking the same old gibberish. The same old stuff that they hear at work. That's what everything is just plain Jane out here, man. It's really plain Jane. And there's a lot of people that's, you know, it's kind of like they just want to fit in. They don't want to be no trendsetter. They don't want to, you know, do anything outside the norm. So if you're dressing a certain type of way, and if you pose in the right clothes, you get chose. If you dress in a certain type of way, you got the charm, the charisma. You talking that talk. You know, you got your head on a swivel. You know, it's like, come on, man. She ain't more likely. And then you talking some stuff that she ain't. You want to conquer the world. You want to go places. You want to travel. Or maybe you're a very creative person like I am. You know, you can help her do whatever she wants to do. And plus, she'll end up helping you do some stuff in return. She ain't never met too many guys that talk like that. Plus, you're actually demonstrating it. She's seen you speak in front of people. She's seen you help a bunch of kids on your off time. She's seen you write. Maybe you have a blog. Maybe you wrote a book. She's seen you get involved in some business opportunity. She's seen how people interact with you. You know, sometimes the best form of communication is nonverbal. It's nonverbal, man. That's the best form of communication. Most people, they're not going to remember everything you say, but they'll remember how you make them feel. They'll remember what you do or what you did. You know? So this thing is much bigger than what you probably think. And even on a subconscious level, a lot of women, they don't even understand this. This is why most women, when they say what they want, I don't even listen to that. That's what they think. Until they get in front of the right guy, and they throw all that stuff out the window. And see, at this point in my life, whenever I approach a woman, I start talking to a woman, if I can get her to listen to me, what I'm saying, long enough, I know I can get her. And it ain't got nothing to do with no job. It ain't got nothing to do with no car, education, money. It's no different. The girl that got all the car, job, money, work at the office, she ain't no different than the waiter at the restaurant. She ain't no different. They're just in a different job position, but they still have feelings. They still want to do stuff. They still want to go places. They still want to adventure. Ain't no different. Whether she's 25 or 45, they still want to do something. There's stuff. I've never met a woman in my life that didn't want to do something. If she's 45, she still want to do something. 60, she still want to do something. So that's all I talk about. I talk about what they want to talk about. I don't make anything up. I just I listen to what they say, and I add on to it. I don't sell dreams. I don't sell nightmares. I don't make anything up. So if you want any more help with this, just go get my first book, The Chicken's Guide to Having Women Beg for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies. As a matter of fact, go get all my books. Go get Love Can't Wait. Go to my blog. Check out all my stuff. It's all there. You never have to go anywhere else. For advice, communication, and if you need any more help, get at me. Leave your comment below this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.